Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing more Premier Draft Duskmourn. What is this rare room? Oh. Yeah. That's a good one, alright. I think I had this in my rooms draft that I did like second in the format or something. 2 mana removal spell, pretty great. And then 5 mana, just draw a card every turn. Excellent. I mean, slow, but it comes coupled with a fast card, so it's good early and it's good late, like a lot of rooms are. I think it's just an easy choice here. I'm curious how good DraftSim thinks this is. Very good. Yes, I agree. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I had Painter's Studio last draft. I had 2 of those. It was so good. Splitskin Doll very good, but doesn't really fit with this. I mean, Glassworks is reasonable. I think, well, I mean, there's also this. No, but this is going to wheel. Nobody wants Stocked Researcher. I think you have to take one of the red uncommons here. And I think it's probably the room. Like, this is a good card, the Gremlin. DraftSim agrees it's good. How good does it think the paint is? About as good. But this fits better with like the idea of a rooms deck, which is slow, versus this, which is fast. I'd love to wheel Glassworks. I don't imagine that I will. But I'll probably get this guy, which would be nice enough. Arabella. Well, if I'd taken the Gremlin, I could maybe just play the left half of Roaring Furnace. Gremlin and Arabella would be a pretty cool set of things to do. This card is fine in rooms, but it's not something I want to pick this early. I might just take Arabella and stay open to red-white. The Machete is fine, but nothing special. Glimmer Burst, I really wanted to commit to rooms, but I don't. Arabella is very strong. Okay, wow. Unwilling Vessel fits perfectly into the whole rooms thing. This is quite good in red-green, but it doesn't look like I'm headed that way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, 3-mana, 3/2, Vigilance, decent rate, and then it's got this Eerie thing that likes rooms. Well, Eerie in general. One of the things Eerie does is like rooms. I don't mean this is a special Eerie thing that likes rooms. It's Eerie, and rooms are one way to activate that. Ooh. Soul Rager. That's a good black card. Soul Rager's just a good rooms thing. Okay, I mean, this could still be a rooms deck. We'll see. I mean, it looks that way, I guess. It's just basically just Arabella that doesn't like rooms. I speculated on her, and we'll see. Counterspell or Shark? Actually, there's 2 counterspells, but I meant this one. Although, I don't know. Don't Make a Sound is cheaper. I think we're going to be trying to curve out and like just play stuff on our turn, so I'm not sure a counterspell is that good. Plus, you tend to see these pretty late, so I'm going to take the Shark. Another one of these Soul Ragers is pretty nice. So is Erratic Apparition. Big black card, but I'm not switching to that. 3-mana, 1/3. I mean, I think we want this, right? Yeah. Okay, so Arabella probably is a miss. But still happy enough with where I am. Wow, I love this pack. I mean, I guess it's the apparition, right? Get the Vigilant Flyer over just like... the land is also fine. Could I take the land? I could, but I don't think I need to. A Vigilant Flyer that gets pumped regularly is pretty annoying to deal with. This... I mean, I guess Grab the Prize could be played, perhaps. I did wheel the Researcher, as predicted. And I'm happy to run it. A 2-mana 3/3 is good for a slow deck like Rooms usually is, right? You have unlimited late game value with all these Room cards that are like 2 or 3 for ones. Wow, really? I don't think I'm going to play it. I don't want to play this either, but I guess I could imagine playing it, whereas that red-green thing just seems super unlikely. Fear of missing out. Huh. I mean, it's a good card. I guess you just have to take this, right? I don't really do the Delirium thing. You know, getting a second combat is okay. But it's like, it's a 2-mana 2/3. That's good enough. And it, like, it gives you card selection. I'm happy with it. Glimmer Burst would be my second choice, I guess. That's really slow. Maybe it would be better just take Hand That Feeds to survive the early game. Anyway, Boiler Bilge's Ripper, not much of a thing for me. I mean, it's non-color rare. That's certainly nice. Ooh, Unnerving Grasp is quite strong, even if you're not, like, married to Manifesting Dread. Marina, I mean, obviously with Rooms, very strong, but I don't really want to try to run a 5-color card. If it wheels, I'll think about it, but it's just not good. Ooh, Glassworks is great to see. The Monkey is good. Turning Inside Out supposedly is good, but give me removal, please. It's also a room, which we have a lot of stuff that cares about that. How much damage? This is a 2 to opponent? Yeah, so it's a, you know, if you have to throw away, like, let's say you just Glassworks, instead of Shattered Yard, you just sack it to Soul Rager. You're getting 2 damage right now for 0 mana and a card, instead of spending 5 mana on, like, 1 damage per turn forever. You know, in principle, Shattered Yard does more damage, but the card draw and the immediate effect is clearly an improvement. Anyway, I'm taking another one of these cool little Unnerving Grasps. And we could take a counterspell. Underwater Tunnel, I mean, I guess the only reason I would want this is because it's eerie, but I think that's good. I mean, it's because it's a room. The effects on it don't matter very much to me, but it's just still good. I have so much room-based stuff. You know, a room I can play for 1 mana, even if it said, when you unlock this door, don't do anything. I'd be like, yeah, it seems pretty good. Happy to grab a Key Bearer. Another tunnel. I mean, I could be overdoing it a little bit on these rooms, but I just have so much that cares about this. And, like, it's not like Inescapable Inferno, Impossible Inferno rather, is all that good. I got it confused with Inescapable Blaze. That's a card, right? It's like can't be countered, can't be prevented. Does a bunch of damage. Yeah, Inescapable Blaze. 6 mana, uncounterable. It doesn't say it can't be prevented, so they can still prevent damage, but it can't be countered. Deal 6 damage to anything for 6 mana. Anyway, but the card in this set is Impossible Inferno. And it's okay, but it's very expensive. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid Rooms deck so far. A little light on creatures, but remember, Unnerving Grasp is a 2/2, right? The Underwater Tunnels are 3/3s for 4. Take another Apparition, pretty happy with that. Got a lot of 3 mana cards, but I mean, this is also 3 mana, so those are really the only things I would even consider. I guess you could take the red-green land to try to wield that Wooburg card. No thanks. And we actually have a decent selection of 2 mana cards as well, so maybe I'm not so. Yeah, I don't want this 3 mana rock that's off color unless I pay life. I mean, Hand that Feeds isn't much of anything, but it is a 2 cost. I wonder if this 5 mana 4/4 that deals 2, like, it's kind of a good stabilizer. Sack a room I'm not using anymore. Blow up a tiny creature. Could be something I want. I'm not sure how good Turn Inside Out really is going to be for me, but you know what, let's just take a counterspell. Wow, I have 2 of these? No. The other one I didn't take. Don't think I even want to cycle this card. I can't even guarantee I'll have a target for it. I think I want Unable to Scream. I could imagine Fear of Imposters. Those are the only 2. I mean, I don't think Glassworks is so good I should take it over these 2 excellent cards. It's good. I'd be happy to have it. I've picked up quite a number of counter spells already, right? I have Don't Make a Sound and 2 Twist Realities. So maybe I actually do want, you know, some instant speed stuff like Fear of Imposters. You know what? Yeah, let's take Fear of Imposters. I forgot it's an enchantment. That makes it even better. Fear of Falling is okay, but I think we just want the Dragonfire, right? This makes Eerie. This is an enchantment, but yeah, Dragonfire looks great. The Nemesis. I mean, you gotta, right? Wheel the Researcher, probably. If I were very lucky, I could maybe wheel a Creeping Peeper instead. But Nemesis is just pretty scary stuff. It's like a 2-for-1 as a creature. Cursed Recording, huh? Well, I don't really think it's going to work for me, but I don't want any of this other stuff, I don't think. Maybe the Clammy Prowler? But I don't think I do. Let's just speculate. I mean, I know it's late to be, quote, speculating, but, you know, another couple instants or sorceries, maybe I could enjoy this. I don't know. You know, I have so many rooms for late game value stuff. I don't want like a 4 mana do nothing late game value. Oh yeah, Smoky Lounge, baby. Let's go. This combined with my other 5 rooms, we are in the money now. Wheel another researcher, maybe? Dragonfire pick 6? I'm in a good lane. I think it's unable to scream over researcher. We're expecting 2 more researchers on the wheel, so... do I already have a turn inside out? I don't. I don't think I need a 3rd twist reality, so let's see about this. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I'm doing okay in terms of like value. I think I've got some okay early tempo. I say I'm doing okay in terms of value. I have complete value overload. Speaking of which, I said there was no way I would wheel this Glassworks, and yet here it is. That's amazing. Who doesn't want Glassworks, man? I can understand not taking a pack 3 Smoky Lounge because you just like don't have enough rooms, but... Oh, hello. Well... Actually, I mean... Might just be another twist reality. Because I mean, this is sort of whatever. There's the researcher I predicted. And another coming up in a pack or 2, as I recall. Oh, the Creeping Peeper. Creeping Peeper. We got him. Okay. Exciting stuff. So, tons and tons of cuts to make, because I got a bunch of cards I thought would be playable. Let's actually sort the rooms into the mana costs I expect to play them for most of the time. I'm a little skeptical of Painter's Studio in this deck. It's like a 3 mana Ren's Resolve. If I'm not attacking for that much that often, the Defaced Gallery isn't doing much for me. Or 3 mana, like, I don't know what's another. There's an older card. There are many older cards. Impulse, Reckless Impulse. I'm sure there's other cards like that. What was the deal with Ren's Resolve? Why is that? It's like a newer card than Reckless Impulse. It did some really minor thing better. What is it that it does? No, it's just the same effect. Reckless Impulse, 1 in a red sorcery, exile the top 2 until end of next turn you can play them. Ren's Resolve, 1 in a red sorcery, exile the top 2 until the end of your next turn you may play those cards. Yeah, it's the exact same card with a different name. I don't know why they didn't just reprint Reckless Impulse. Anyway, so this is like a 3 mana Reckless Impulse, which is not a great rate. It comes with Painter's Studio. I don't know how many creatures. I have a decent number of creatures, and some of them can fly. Maybe this Face Gallery is just fine. So here's where the cheap halves of all the rooms are, except for Painter's Studio, which I expect to cast for the expensive half first. I think we can get rid of Boiler Builder's Ripper. I just got way better stuff. That's my first easy cut. Clammy Prowler sucks. It's an enchantment, and that's really all it has going for it. So now let's get back to sorting by room, creature. I have a lot. Fear of Missing Out, by the way, is an enchantment. That's another reason this is good. When I took it, I kind of forgot that. Because it was my second pack. I was already kind of room-ish at the time, and therefore eerie, and sort of didn't notice that, yeah, this is an enchantment too. So 6 2-drops is pretty nice, I think. And they're all cards I'm happy to run. 6 3-drops is a little heavy, huh? I think I can get ready to grab the prize. Don't care about filling my graveyard with stuff. And I should have plenty of card selection with like Surveil and all this stuff. Turn Inside Out, I don't think I need. 3 Twist Realities, probably too much. But it is like my main instant speed proactive play, right? What do I have that cares about Eerie or rooms in general? Well, I was going to say exclude the room cards themselves, but at least one of them actually cares about rooms, right? So let's subtract the rooms themselves. But also add back in lounge. Wasn't there one other that cares about rooms? No, I guess not. So these are the cards I have that get Eerie triggers, basically, right? I think that the shark can go. I'd rather just have an island. I have plenty of ways to spend a bunch of mana. I don't need a 6-drop in here. Yeah, so a lot of things that care about enchantments. I'm sort of tempted to cut this thing because it is a very cheap room, and that's nice. But I don't know. It doesn't do as much as the other rooms. Like 4 mana for a 3/3 is just not my thing, and so it's really just a 1 mana Surveil 2 room, which can trigger Eerie, and that's nice, but I already have lots of ways to trigger Eerie while playing cards I actually want. So let's get rid of those. Screaming Nemesis obviously doesn't play into the theme of the deck at all. It's just a good mythic that you're supposed to run, so that's what I'm doing. Twist Reality. So I also have Scorching Dragonfire is another instant speed thing I have here. Maybe 3 counterspells is enough, right? 2 Twist Realities and 1 Fear of Imposters, plus the 2 Dragonfires. I mean, this should be a 3 mana 4/4 all the time, and I think that's pretty good. But I'm not sure it's actually good enough for this deck. I don't know. How many rooms do I have left? I want to make sure the Smoky Lounge doesn't get bad. Yeah, 5 rooms. It's a little light, but still fine. And what's the other half of Smoky Lounge? Oh yeah, it makes... So, yeah, sure. I mean, that could be a reason to put back in the aquarium/tunnel, I guess. I have no idea what to cut. It's all so good. Is it really possible I'm supposed to cut the Nemesis because it just doesn't do the rooms thing, and I have so much rooms synergy that I should be cutting cards that don't do the rooms thing? I don't think so. I mean, the two twist realities kind of stand out as not contributing at all to the main game plan. Yeah, maybe just get rid of those. I'll just run one counterspell and play a bunch more just play all the proactive stuff. All right. Should be fun. Oh, hang on. Cancel. Something is wrong with my overlay. It's staying up even though it should be gone. There we go. Well, if we don't get run over in the early game, this deck should crush people, I think, with value. But, I mean, we shouldn't get run over in the early games. We have a lot of pretty solid 2-drops. I guess, like, we don't have any huge bombs that just instantly win the game and are undeal-withable. So if somebody has one of those that we can't deal with, I guess that would be a way to lose the late game. It's just like the stuff I do in the early game is not powerful enough. Or all the value I accumulate can't overcome their late game tempo of huge bombs. Maybe? I don't know. That's what I'm worried about. This is a good hand, obviously. I hope to play a turn 2 Peeper. But I could imagine I might need to Dragonfly or something. The thing is, I don't actually have anything to do with the Peeper mana. Oh, that's not true. If I hit a 4th land... No. On turn 3, I can't use the Peeper because I don't have a way to spend 4 mana on anything, really. For some reason, I thought it said opponent mulliganed, but they clearly did not. So, oh no, they're just not done mulliganing. I see. Yes, they mulligan to 6, and they're still thinking about what to do, whether to keep that 6. Okay, they have kept it. What? There's a Godzilla in this. Get out of here, you silly Secret Lair cards. Should swing with the rat, right? You wouldn't mind manifesting, I'm sure. On the other hand, if you do that, I get to swing with the Peeper if I want. Oh. I found a way to spend this mana. Nice. And I don't need to do this now. Important to make sure you actually tap the Peeper, because auto tap would have paid with red and blue, and then I'd be unable to use the Peeper for Dragonfire. Hate this. Wish I could counter it. Yeah. I shouldn't have let them go to attacks if I... Yeah, because now they can do this. If I was going to kill this, I should have done it before attacks. And I think I should. So now they get in for 1, but I guess that's okay. I think this is what I want to burn out, but I shouldn't have let them get away with this damage. On the other hand, I don't know. I'm going to cast this so I can hold up Fear of Imposters rather than casting the Erratic Apparition. Although, letting them manifest actually sucks. I'm probably just flashing this in. Oh, which feels bad. Okay, never mind. I hate... They played a land this turn? They haven't. But they could hit 7 by just playing a land, and then I would manifest for it. I would let them do this. Oh, man, this blows. Or they might just have another plan to manifest Dread and get a land. Ugh. Okay, I'm in trouble. This threats around every corner is crushing me. I'm hoping they just, like, can't use all this mana. They're running out of gas. Yeah, okay, here it comes. They were planning to trigger Zimone on 7. So, countering it was right. I just wish it had been better. Yeah, opponent on 8 mana, me on 5, huh? Well, I get to kill a 2/2. That's oh no, this is Smoky Lounge. Okay. Well, that's certainly a lot of cards. Eventually. We better win this game fast, I think. Go ahead, make your rat. Okay, don't. See if I care. They were both swamps. Wow, they do not have a lot of lands left, huh? 8, 9, 10. They have 7 lands left in their 20 card deck. Yeah, I don't care about 4/1s that much, I don't think. Seven, 8 total mana. So I can, as long as I pay like this, I can still unlock the Misty Salon. Oh, I thought this was 5 to... Oh, this one kind of stinks. I was thinking it was the one that was going to draw me a bunch of cards. I keep getting confused. Do I just want to make a 2/2 flyer? I think so. I don't really... Do I want to trade this 3/3 for any of their stuff? Maybe not. Okay, we have him down to 13. I need some good draws. Just make a 1/1 flyer? I guess. wasn't a good draw, for the record. No way. That's so gross. Okay. Sack it for 4 1/1 flyers if they want. It doesn't say only as a sorcery, but they don't have 6 mana. So I can swing with the 1/3 if I want and see if they're going to block. Alright. Susceptible to a combat trick there, but they didn't have one. And, you know, they might have been afraid of my combat trick and let me in for more. This card kind of stinks, I think. Creeping Peeper, arguably worse. At least if I somehow deal with this, the 1/1 can start getting in for flying. But I think the Peeper is better. If I hit like a Painter's Studio or something, I'll appreciate having the mana. Yeah? I need one of those crabs, just mill them out. I don't have that many cards left. How many of these do they have? The card isn't that good, but it does seem good here. I should have attacked first again. A 5/5, which could be even bigger. But I think I should just try to kill it, right? No, I should just kill the 4/1. That's safe. But that just comes back. Okay, let's hope this is a land or something. I guess I didn't look at what they binned. I think it was a Wary Watchdogs. This is a creature, isn't it? Whoops. Yep, it's too big. Yeah, that's my bad. I should have seen that. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it anyway. They have so much mana, though. This doesn't say only as a sorcery. So if I try to make it unable to scream, they'll just sack it in response and get the 4 1/1s. The Cryptid Inspector is already way too big. I don't know. If I shut this off, at least it won't be able to attack me. But if it dies, they'll get it back still. I guess that's fine. I just don't have to kill it. I need to stop some of this damage because I'm dead very, very quickly. Again, it looks so hopeless. I don't know what I'm hoping to draw. It has to be a miracle. Maybe Screaming Nemesis could be something, so they can't attack with their 6/7 anymore. Or risk taking too much damage. I could even swing with both of these. Is that crazy? Yeah, okay, sure. must unlock it. I can't lock it and then re-unlock it, which would be interesting. I must sacrifice a different creature. Sad. Sure. You are a little short of mana, I agree. Okay. Glassworks doesn't actually do anything, though, is the thing. They still have enough mana to crack this in response. I don't want to kill any of their creatures, really. I can kill the rat, which sort of mills them for 2. I take 13 damage on board if I do that. Because this rat is sort of attacking for 3 if it manifests and pumps this. And this could crack for 4 1/1s. Might take 14 if they happen to get a new type in their graveyard. Alright, I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Just improve their board for them. I don't know. Yeah, I predicted I might get out-tempoed by crazy bombs, but in fact I'm getting outvalued by just like so much stuff. Threats around every corner was a large part of it, but not all of it. They just... 1,000,000 4/1s as well. So if this flips into anything... Oh no, I am dead, because this can... Well, no, if this is any creature, I die. Ah, that also kills me, sure. No attacking with creatures for you. They had 13 lands in play, and how many were gone? Out of curiosity? 2. Yeah, that's a scary deck. What are my dailies anyway? Creature spells, blue spells, fine. Wordless Rage. I don't know who this character is. It looks like, you know, Approach of the Second Sun, kind of, right? Or it's got, like, I don't know, something related to that somehow. It looks like it's from the, like, Spike, Timmy, Johnny cycle. And there were originally just those 3, but maybe they added another one to be less sexist? I don't know. I guess I'll keep. I have a removal and an apparition and hopefully a mountain. Okay, this improves the hand a great deal. Yeah, mountain is obviously an insane draw. Nothing's fine with me. discarding mountain. I get. Oh no, just go down to 2 of each land. I have more blue pips, but not that many more. Yikes. Is it underwater tunnel time? Oh no, it's unable to scream, even worse. Any way I can like bounce this or something? Get it back? I don't think so. Definitely got to deal with that Gremlin Tamer. And I'll trade off the Peeper if that's offered. For the 2-1, not the 1-1, obviously. It is not offered. 4/3 first strike area is a real problem. What the hell, man? Play a 3/3 flyer and just cry into my cereal? Hope next turn to be able to spend 6 mana? Or draw a room and open the other half of it with this, maybe? This is some really nice aggro stuff. Oh my gosh. That's the first time I've ever been scared of a Clammy Prowler. It makes the 5/4 bigger and also like they can make it unblockable once when they attack with it. What the hell? This is sickening. This is blue-white. Good for you. You're doing the thing. This is not much of anything. I mean, I can get both halves of this, I guess. Okay, Screaming Nemesis. That could be interesting, huh? Why does this have hexproof? Oh, it's 3 or more. I somehow thought it was 4 or more. Shit. I mean, what am I supposed to do here? I'll cast the Nemesis and just lose, I think. They get in 8 unblockable, and yeah, just attack all, and I die. Jeez. I know blue-white tempo, aggro, like, I wouldn't even call this tempo. This was just aggro. I know blue-white tempo is a thing, but I've never seen it be so good. They had everything. And they could have had much more, right? They could have had, like, the 1-mana guy that puts counters on things for Eerie. I can't even think what that card is called. The 2-mana... Well, I guess I was thinking of the 2-mana room that makes a 1/1 enchantment, so it triggers Eerie twice. I removed this thing's abilities, so actually that wouldn't have mattered so much. But it would have been. I assume they have 5 of them in their deck. That deck was nuts. I still feel like my deck is good, but I'm getting absolutely rolled both in the early game and the late game. I guess other people are building good decks too. Doesn't seem fair. Maybe I'm supposed to put the 1-mana room back in. I don't know. I don't think that would have solved those problems though. This is another good hand. I get 2-drop that loves rooms, and then some stuff for 3. Oh my god. This isn't a rematch, is it? I wasn't watching that closely, but I can't imagine it is. Alright, this is a good Scorching Dragonfire. We have done it. I don't want to let them untap, do I? Actually, the cards that would save this only cost 1 mana. So I guess if they're going to save it, I'd rather they spend next turn's mana on it. And I have to go for it. I can't just play out a 2/2 and let them develop something else that could make this out of reach. So I have a stop. Okay, good. Whew. That was a really scary start. Would not have appreciated a repeat of last game. Let's go for this guy, I guess. 3/2 Vig. I could hold a counterspell? Seems crazy, right? They found their 2nd and 3rd colors, huh? I mean, I guess it's some aggro build. I don't know exactly whether red or black is the splash. There's Arabella. It's scary. Well, a counterspell would have been nice, I guess. I don't have enough red to do... Oh, hang on, but I can... I can cast Lounge, get in, and open up the Salon as well, and get a 2/2 flyer. Is that good enough? It seems good. Just countering their thing might be enough, though. I think that's probably better. Run this out, counter something. Don't do this yet. It would be cool, but it's not really necessary. It's just like a really long... A lot of work to get a 2/2. Arabella's not very scary if I have a 3/2 Vig on board and a counterspell in hand. Yeah, for example. You'll manifest red only once, not also getting a 2/2, and I get another creature and an Eerie trigger. Now I think we just have to Smoky Lounge so that I can get the Misty Salon and then draw a card off the 2/2. And in fact, I think I don't even attack with this 2/2 because I don't want to trade it off for this. Do I? Yeah, I'll do that like later. I could attack with it, and then like if they block, they're not killing my 3/2, either of my 3/2s. I think that's fine, actually. Alright. Gives Arabella something to do, I guess. Cool, and now I have mana. No, the Smoky Lounge is gone already, so I will have to pay full price for this, but it's still a nice card to have. That's a good one. Gain a bunch of life. Is it good enough? You go to 10? Don't I have 10 on board? I think so. Yeah. Okay, well, got one game to go, right? Time for the comeback trail? I do want to look at putting the 1 mana rooms back in the deck because the Eerie triggers are really important. And this guy has seemed pretty middling, right? Like, it's a big flyer and it unlocks a room, but I don't know. No, I think I'm going to leave it as is. Well, I don't know. I've needed... Yeah, I guess this is just the way it's going to be. Just fun. I like your approach, Mr. Weird Mushroom Man. Scorching Dragon. I mean, it's got great cards, but I can only cast one of them. I don't think I can keep this on the play. Alright, here I can FOMO to try to find... I don't know, an island, obviously. I don't know what I'm discarding to FOMO, but something. This isn't a big improvement, but maybe it's an improvement. Alright, I guess I'll discard a mountain because a mountain only helps me cast Glassworks. An island would help me cast anything. There we go. I'll just put that back in their hand, I think. Smash in for 2. Or I could play Apparition first. Doesn't seem good. Pretty cool. Okay, here comes the dog again. Surveil top this time. I think it's just Glassworks get in for another 4. Just keep the green-white deck from getting anything to stick. Still topping? They are. Okay. Island would be a good draw. Cheerleader's interesting. This is not a bad play. I could, though, swing with the 2/2, and then if they block, flip it to clear the board again. I think that's good. I thought they'd block with the Death Toucher to try to ram the cheerleader through. Apparently not. This was way better than I'd hoped. The 3/3 already blocks the 5/4 or attacks through it. Or I could, like, deal 5 to the face, but that doesn't seem like a good plan. I think we're just going to have it back to block the 5/4. Wow. Doll for no value. You love to see it. Rip. Okay, sure. Another Glassworks. That's pretty good, I think. Kill Rip with it? Do I attack with the 3/3? Yeah, I think so. But let's do this first. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't so good because now they still get to manifest dread. And I don't know. I traded my sick 3-drop for half of a 5-drop. A mediocre 5-drop. That probably was wrong. Holding it back to have the threat of doing a bunch of damage to their face whenever necessary would have been better, probably. Obviously not risking a block here. Who knows what could happen to me. It's a cheerleader. Oh well. Put it back in their hand, maybe? Land, sorcery, creature. Tough to get anything else in the yard, isn't it? I don't think I need to bounce the cheerleader. I don't care about it. Yeah, already I regret killing the 5/5. 5 to the face and they'd be dead, with no possibility of life gain, even if they somehow weren't dead. Okay. Well, we got there. Not necessarily the best play. That attack with the Nemesis was not best. I mean, it guaranteed I got use of its Dies effect. before they could like exile it or something, or pacify it or whatever. But there's not a lot in green-white that can do that, right? Pacify isn't in this set. White has exile removal, but not for 3/3s. I guess they have destroy removal, but I could shoot them in the face in that case. This is fine. Very reactive hand, but that's alright. I've got a good mana base and some cards to react to the opponent, as I said. Anyway, like, yes, if I'd waited back with the Nemesis, I could have been punished by something, but I don't think in green-white there is much that can punish you for that. And I would have preserved the option to shoot them in the face instead of killing their 5/5 and giving them back a 2/2. Or their 5/4, excuse me. Green. Oh, hello, Nemesis. And blue. Yeah, sure, I'll blow that up. Just being inefficient. Whoa, glad I did. That's a scary one. Turning that face up and it's suddenly huge. Okay, Zamone, I don't appreciate. But I guess it's just, I'll just play both of my cards and hope for the best. And just in case they manage to, like, get 2 lands in play, we're gonna take Zamone out right now. Plus, you know, spends the mana. Like, threats around every corner right now would be a real problem if I had left the Zamone fully functional. They don't have it? Good. Top seems like a good place for this card. And I will be mana efficient and play this, because I know next turn I can play both of these now. Okay, found their 5th land. And a cartographer. Now, if I run this out at them, they can double block, and then I could, like, shoot them in the face for 3. Or I could hold it back, and they just, like, can't attack. I think that's the better approach. I don't know. I mean, how bad would a double block be for me? They might, like, draw Unable to Scream or something. I think I'm just going to try to get some damage done. Okay, maybe they have, like, say its name to reanimate Zamone or something, or pick her back up anyway. Oh, that was their first creature. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have made that attack. Now they have a 3/3. And Tyvar. Okay, but Screaming Nemesis... I think they should have double blocked if they had Tyvar coming. Because Tyvar is... Well... No, because of course, they want creatures to activate Tyvar's ability with. Okay. Screaming Nemesis is kind of a Tyvar counter because I can shoot them in the face for a lot of damage if I block something with Tyvar. Or with Screaming Nemesis. I saw someone make a cute play with Screaming Nemesis opposite Tyvar, where opponent activated Tyvar, and in response, you pump one of their creatures with your own turn inside out, so the creatures get absolutely huge, and then Nemesis blocks and shoots him in the face. Yeah? So this is the only creature I can actually kill. But then I die. Right. So maybe let's not do that. Man, this game, I hate this Tyvar, man. Maybe I should have flashed this in for another blocker, but I wanted it to be a surprise, like, counterattack. They have all this vigilance, so that was really not a good argument. I think I have to shoot them in the face here, right? I don't know what I can draw that wins is the problem. I can shoot the 5/6 and kill it. But how do I win? I mean, maybe just unable to scream on Tyvar or something could happen. I already played that, didn't I? Yeah. Anything else? Not really. I mean, if I kill this, I flash in a creature. I can't block enough next turn. Yeah, okay, well. Maybe if I'd had Fear of Imposters in play to block, I could have been done a little bit more. I don't know. Yeah, this is like game over. Technically not dead still. But Tyvar's just impossible to deal with, like ever. He's indestructible. He makes your whole board huge. I was close there. I could have had him at 3 if I'd wanted. No, I hate Tyvar. Get out of here. I mean, Dragonfire doesn't work on Tyvar either. It exiles instead of dying, but preventing destruction prevents dying. So it's not like 2 replacement effects and someone... Even if it were 2 replacement effects and you could choose which applied when, they would be the one choosing because it's their creature being affected. But it isn't. Indestructible prevents it from being destroyed, which happens before it would die. I don't know. I mean, what did I use Unable Scream on? Zimone? That seems pretty reasonable. Glassworks on the Zimone 3/3. Maybe that was a mistake? I don't think so, though. Because even if they had just, like... Let's say that I could make the 3/3 vanish without spending any resources at all and still have the Glassworks. I'm still dead, right? Tyvar completely stops me. Like, I could have not used Unable to Scream on Zimone and then still had it for Tyvar, but then what am I doing about this 3/3, 5/5, and 7/7? I don't have any cards that deal with that. I guess Screaming Nemesis could have blocked the 3/3 and then shot Zimone. Then I'd have Unable to Scream for Tyvar. Was that bad threat assessment? Maybe that's what I should have done? But they don't have to offer. They don't have to attack with the 3/3, right? They can wait till it's a 5/5 and then offer a trade of, like, Screaming Nemesis for just the Zimone and not the token. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, bad deck, I guess. Two wins? Come on, I deserve more than 2 wins, right? This deck's amazing. Apparently not. Yeah. I mean, what can you do? Sometimes opponent plays good cards. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.